trend, be it a trend or an innovation or a challenge, though there are many educational options available before the present generations, learners and teachers. So newer challenges and trends have been emerging over a period of time, especially in the field of education. So it becomes imperative for us to be well versed, to be acquainted with these upcoming trends to survive in the competitive world. So, my talk is going to focus on the skill set and its impact on the growth of the economy, as the keywords are included in the title of or the theme of the FDP. Then, various tools in terms of technology that have been innovated, practiced. Some are in use in the field of education, some are yet to be adopted, some are very complex and expensive, not very viable to be adopted. So, in general, and with specific connection to the classroom. To upskill or improve the skill set, economy, or citizens in general. What has compelled or what has created this kind of emergency or this kind of need to uh, develop skill sets? So, emerging global trends. One reason I could say is emerging global trends such as digitization, globalization, and the changing nature of work have called for or have precipitated a paradigm shift in skill requirements across every sector. So, as I said, first part of the talk would focus around so skill set. What has Yeah, why is there a necessity to be equipped with these skill sets? So, economy, how is it going to have an impact on the economy, not only in India, but across the world? What is the scenario? So, it was found that through several surveys and research findings, that Indian workforce is not yet equipped to deal with these rapid changes, with more than half of aspiring professionals failing to meet the criteria for high employability. So they fail in the adequate skill set. The according to International Labour Organization, a skill deficit of 29 million by 2030, even as 53% of Indian business found themselves unable to hire suitable candidates because of their lack of skills. So this has become a matter of great concern. Why is that students lack this required skill set, which is directly or indirectly impacting the economic growth when compared to other developing countries across the globe? And the ground, what is the root cause? The root cause is a change in the curriculum to be initiated from the school level. And NEP, of course, National Education Policy 2020, has identified many, it's a detailed document running to more than 100 pages, highlighting or enshrining many guidelines at the elementary level, higher secondary level, and at the university level. It's a comprehensive which acts like an anchor. It will act as an anchor or beacon of hope for not only educational organizations, policymakers at them. So it addresses the needs or addresses the problems arising in every sector, and the stakeholders are from parties. More than that, there has to be and a better, and thereby leading to attributing to the growth of the economy. So what does NEP has? Yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is there a demand for holistic skills? So on the left side of the box, this is a master slide. Plus, my talk is going to center around all of these elements. We're going to understand the terms like gig economy, then what is building cultural synergy, then what is AR, augmented reality and virtual reality labs, and what is terms like micro academic bank of credit, which has been introduced by National Education Policy 2020. So we are going to learn or be introduced to some of the new terms that are most happening in the current society. So I've given a glimpse of what is the role of higher education in my earlier talk. Sorry, in the beginning of this talk. So Indian force alarmingly is not equipped. Indian workforce is not equipped with the required skills. Though India would call itself to be a digital first economy, and there is a need to bridge the gap without giving much choice for them to decide. They're rather compelled, I would say. Maybe probably after opting for a particular course, they start loving it, liking it reluctantly, or then they become passionate at the end of the course. Now the thrust is, according to NEP, the thrust would be on student-centric learning and choices and disciplines. So NEP has introduced minor and major concepts. If a student is doing his or her engineering in computer science stream, and he or she is interested in electronics, then there should be a provision to learn some of the fundamental courses as part of minor. So minor consists of 16 credits, which has 5 courses and 1 project, and this will be spread across the 4-year engineering program. That is second year first sem, they will learn first paper, minor 1. Then second year second sem, that is fourth semester, they'll be introduced to minor paper 2, then minor paper 3, minor, etc. By the time he or she completes 4 years of degree, besides being awarded a certificate for completing graduating in computer science, they will also get a minor certificate in some other field. It could be in electronics, it could be in mechanical, it could be in languages, it could be in management. So there is a great demand on the institutes and teachers to introduce such courses to make sense to what is called as the holistic education. So it should be learner driven. The choices should be learner driven. So besides core academics, hands-on experience which has been not adequately provided to the students. It is only theoretical. Most of the emphasis is on theoretical, and experiments are restricted only to the laboratories. But then, very rarely are the students taken to industrial trips where they are made to actually observe the actual process of manufacturing related to their trade. So the present education system provides very limited opportunities in that context. But now the emphasis has to be shifted. We have no choice. So gradually, universities or colleges, either affiliated or autonomous, should adapt to the new trends in education. In imparting innovative skills, at the school level, they have a different or rather gigantic huge role, huge responsibility. And at higher education institute level, this is what is called for. So creating academic bank of credits, as I mentioned, need to have more than one course to be offered to the student with multidisciplines. Now it is very, where they are very limited. Maybe MSc or BSc is offered in one course, if it is tuition. But the number of such specialized is big. That is trusted by NEP 2020. So how far are we ready for our education to face the challenge, which is tested on the education organization? And really, also got people entry introduction of we love to
మళ్ళీ వస్తారా
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I lost connection. I hope it's clear now. If I can. Yeah, I was talking about the multiple exit and entry systems. I hope this is visible to all of you. To be understood or interpreted as educationists or as students, researchers. So we are only trying to take the essence. What do these policies convey, and how viable are they to be implemented across the educational organization? So in that context, I was mentioning about multiple entry and exit systems. I hope that part was clear to you. Okay, so multiple entry and exit systems, is it clear? Can somebody confirm? Fine. So, organizations should gear up to change, which is very far fetched and demanding. However, change has to be accepted. Change has become the order of the day. So, besides core academics and hands on experiences, emotional development, emotional intelligence also plays a predominant role in the success, in determining the success of a student, be it in education or be it as an individual. So, how far are we addressing these needs? Social emotional learning is a new concept coming up again. SEL. In some of the European countries, this has been given due importance, especially at school level. The student has to be taken into confidence. Earlier, the focus was only on academics. If the teacher's job was to see that he scores above 90, he is first in and he is well, he or she is well placed. But now it is beyond that. There are many factors which ought to be considered by the teachers and the administrators and the policymakers. So, when it comes to the emotional status and personality,
Change the slide,
apart
madam.
from learning
Slide change, madam.
differences, I'm still continuing with holistic skills. I'm not yet done with the why is there a need for holistic skills. So I'm talking about besides academics, there is a need to have an understanding of emotional intelligence. In that context, social
Ma'am.
emotional learning has become very popular, and slowly it is emerging in India.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Will you please change slides, madam? Slide.
Yeah, I'm not yet done with that slide.
Oh,
I'm still focusing on emotional, holistic skills.
yes, 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 ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Then critical thinking skills, the next component on the right side to my right side of the slide is critical thinking skills. So there is a need to develop critical thinking, to provide that kind of ambience and atmosphere or the environment on the part of the teacher to promote critical thinking skills. So we have introduced one of the courses as part of minor program offered at NIT, that is critical and creative thinking skills. So in the form of either an open elective or a course or a compulsory credit course or activity or an assignment, there is a need to activate these skills among the learners. So, traditional system, conventional method of teaching may or may not warranty to tap these creative thinking skills. But now, the contemporary trend, the current trends demand for promoting or for awakening these skills on the part of the learners. Then moving on to conflict resolution. I hope it is visible on the screen. We have conflict resolution. Yes, every day, almost every often now and then we are pretty indecisive to resolve something, to resolve a problem, to make a crucial decision, whether to say yes or no, whether to accept this or go for another job, this offer or that offer. So several instances we are in a state of conflict. So the student should also be trained to face such conflicts. So how ready are we? How ready are the educational institutes in impart all these skills? Moving on to character formation, you have healthy social skills, that is healthy competition. And then manners is the way you think, of course, human values, that element is missing here. I think it should also be human values, inculcating universal human values, protecting others, respect and love for others, and how to face challenges, solve problems. So these are holistic skills. So unfortunately, I think one of the missing is likely to affect or impede the career or the academic growth or professional growth of stakeholders. Yeah, we also have, besides that, as part of holistic skill set, cognitive, social. The other two we discussed at length, social and emotional. So, as explained here, cognitive skills refer to the ability to understand complex ideas, quickly adapt to developments, apply reason to a situation, and think creatively. And a dynamic work environment also requires emotional skills to navigate interpersonal relationships and develop leadership potential while working in a team. So, this definition explains what social skills are, what cognitive skills are, and what emotional skills are. Then I made a mention of the growth of the economy. So the foreign direct investments are at a record over this 1 year in India. But then this should also be backed by a boosting in digital skills as well. So India will need to boost its digitally skilled workforce by 9 times by 2025 to meet emerging demand. So in addition to the points that I have highlighted related to NEP, there are other features related to promotion of Indian languages, arts and culture, which NEP emphasizes on. So besides technology, use of technology and integration by, you could see here in the chart, pie chart, integration. You also have promotion of Indian languages and towards more holistic education, as emphasized in NEP. Promoting other features of NEP are promoting high quality research, including interdisciplinary and promoting interdisciplinary research, which we are yet to accept. It's not that a student from sciences or physics will do his research in the area related to physics alone, but then there could be a combination of either computer science, electronics, engineering discipline, or mathematical discipline. So there are very few research domains which are interdisciplinary in nature. But now that should be the major focus as per NEP. We should offer doctoral programs opening up doctoral program admissions in the institute, and we the scholars. So promoting high quality research, especially promoting interdisciplinary research, has been highlighted besides all other points stated. In fact, NEP also throws light on the establishment of MERU, multidisciplinary MERU research universities. I think ME stands for multidisciplinary education research universities. In the long run, I think this could be achieved, if not immediately, 10 years or 20 years down the line. And there is a need for integrating higher education and vocational training. Vocational training education has been emphasized by Mahatma Gandhi. Almost a century ago. But now that it is again revisiting, NEP has provided an opportunity to revisit and introduce vocational training, either in the form of hands on experience or offer mainstream courses, full fledged courses, maybe on carpentry, goldsmithery, etc. So, unfortunately, these skills, going back to vocational training, they do not have a place in academics in the mainstream, but they're neglected. They should find place in the curriculum. Effort should be made by policymakers in integrating vocational course also into the mainstream academics. Yeah, other schemes introduced by government in order to foster skills. Sankalp, which is the acronym is Sankalp, which stands for skills and knowledge awareness for livelihood promotion. One of its key focus areas has been to improve access to skill for women and other marginalized sections of society. So schemes like there are also like national. Of course, startups has been a novel concept now, till it is floated in the market, till it becomes fully developed. So there is a need to improve startups as well. Okay. Yeah, I was mentioning about gig economy to drive upskill. Can somebody respond what gig economy is? Any idea? a segment of the service economy based on flexible, temporary, or freelance jobs, often involving connecting clients and customers through an online platform. It provides training and employment. It's like part time employment. Let us take a look at this short video to understand. Sorry, I'll just take a minute to play this for you.
Yes.
I hope my the screen is visible and the audio also will start.
Term jobs, also known as gigs. These include things like freelancing, temp jobs, jobs in the sharing economy, and more. All of these different jobs form something called the gig economy. The gig economy is beginning to take up a larger portion of the workforce, and studies show no sign of it slowing down. This is partially due to the evolution of technology. Companies are now able to hire workers anywhere in the world who can then easily telecommute and work remotely for them. Mobile apps have allowed businesses like Uber and Airbnb to grow an enormous amount of contract workers. And social media has given people the ability to market themselves and sell their products and services at a much cheaper cost than traditional advertising. It's hard to say exactly how the rise of the gig economy will affect and change the future of the job market, but we do know that both companies and workers will need to continue to adapt to it.
Foundation, creating opportunities.
So that was a short video about the gig economy. And it is trying to take over full-time and part-time job possibility. Major segment is banking jobs. So with the advent of industry intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality are integrated into various fields. We have witnessed robots, that's called robotic surgery. Sometimes complicated and sensitive surgeries are performed on liver and heart as well. So with minute sensors, so that is driving the world now. Education or Industry 5.0, where things are happening at a macro level. Am I audible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, madam,
Yes,
it is.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
మనం కాదు ఎవరికి చెప్తున్నారు.
అడుగుతున్నారు. Is it audible and is it visible?
So education 5.0 and industry 5.0. So the technological advancements in the field of industry also have an impact on the field of education. Okay. Yeah. The role of which directly or indirectly or invariably contribute to the economical growth. Now, the second part is connected to trends in education. So, again, as I mentioned, the higher education institutes are trying to harmonize or strike a balance with the ever growing changes happening globally. So, globalization has become a kind of game changer. The priorities have changed, the work style has changed. Sometimes it leads to unemployment as well. So, globalization, if you don't have that, most of the youth are jobless. This leads to enormous inequalities as well, as predicated by Squash in 2000. Predicted by UNESCO as well. It lays thrust on views on trends and challenges, quality education, internalization of higher education, etc. So, as I mentioned, the education system is put to a test right now. And they need to be overhauled, be it in terms of introduction of new courses, in terms of improving research, changing of the existing curriculum, changes in the syllabi. Then, of course, ICT.